Hi, welcome to the Paper Turtle. Today I am really excited because I am going to start on my personal journal that I am making from this 3-ring binder. Sorry, you were falling out. 3-ring binder cookbook. And I just want to show you real quick the cover of it. This is what I'm starting with. It's in really good condition. I'm going to be using some of the pages in the book. The divider pages are pocket pages, so I will definitely be using those. And then some of the pictures are really nice. But what I'm going to do today is start with the cover. And first I'm going to put a coating of white gesso. This is white acrylic gesso over the top of it and on the spine, because the fabric that I want to use to cover this is a little bit sheer, so I don't want this to show through the fabric. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to I'll come back on camera. I'll do all that off of camera because you don't need to watch me do that. And then I'll come back on camera and we will cover it and start working in it, and I'm really excited. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I am back, and I gessoed my cover with the white gesso, and I felt like it was too thin of a covering, and I was afraid that the picture would still show through the fabric. So I decided to paint it pink, and I had picked out 2 colors of pink, this Diva pink and this lighter, I don't know what color it is, whatever this color is. And so I started with the light to see how that would cover. And I actually, I like it. Here's the cover. I just did the cover and the spine. And the back, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the back. I think I have a different fabric I want on the back, but I'm going to see how that comes out as we go along. So here is the fabric that I'm putting on here. And I got this fabric at Walmart. It's just a fat quarter, and I don't usually buy new stuff for my junk journals. I usually just buy old thrifted estate sale stuff and reuse things, because I don't know, to me that's just the whole purpose of it. But anyway, so this is the fabric that I'm using, and you can't see, can barely even see the pink under it. So I decided to just go with that pink and not bother with the brighter pink, because it doesn't matter anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover my cover, and I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work out. We're going to try it. And I'm going to then cover the spine, and I have picked out some trim to go along where the fabric from the spine and the fabric from the cover will meet. And I also have some trim that I picked out for the inside cover, because I think that I want to keep what's in here, because it's in really good shape, and I kind of like that color. I think it's kind of a funky color. And on the back it has this know your measurements thing, and I think I want to keep that just to keep the integrity of the cookbook, so that I remember that it was a cookbook. And not that I need to remember that, but you know, you get the gist. Okay, whenever I use a book, I like to use something original from the book. I like to keep something original just to kind of like honor the book, I guess. All right, so I'm going to cut this, and I'm placing it like this because I want the bicycle right here. And I like the butterfly here, and I like the heart. I just like this particular placement of the fabric, so that's where it's going to be. So I have to figure out how I'm going to cut this. I want it to overlap the inside just a little bit. And actually, I think I might need to push it up just a tiny bit. Tiny bit. There. So I'm going to cut it, I think, here. And it only needs to come to the edge. So I'm going to cut it This is probably being done very awkwardly, but here. And I'm going to mark somehow where I want it cut over here. And I think I want it about, let me do about here. Okay. Let me see how that's going to work. When I tear this, I wonder if I should just tear it all the way the whole length of it. Yeah, because there's nothing you can do with an L-shaped fabric, right? I guess. We'll see. Why that tore really, really easily. And right here. Okay. So he's going to go right there. Just a little bit, tiny bit over the edge there. Not too much. And then on the inside, oh, I didn't leave really very much at the top, did I? Shoot, I should have left a little bit more up there. It's going to have to... Just a titch too short, but that's all right. I can work with that. I can make it work. All right, and then this is long enough over here. All right, I'm going to figure it out. So I'm going to put this on with my glue. You're going to all gasp because I'm going to use regular glue. I've done it before. It works. The secret is to smooth it all out so that it's even and just put a light coating on it. It'll work out fine. Trust me. Like I said, I've done it before. So here we go. This is what I'm going to smooth it out with. I know you're gasping. She's putting glue on it. Yep. Like I said, I've done it before and it works. Works just fine. You do not need fancy stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm just smoothing it out. And you have to make sure that you get your edges, because if anything is going to come up, it's going to be your edges. And you smooth it out so that you don't have those lumps and bumps of glue, because that's what gives you the bumpiness underneath your fabric once you put it on. There. Nice and smooth, completely covered. And then you just lay your fabric on and smooth it out. I have to make sure that I'm giving myself enough on both sides to at least go over it a little bit. I didn't want it that far. And see, with this is tacky glue, you got time and room to work with it, play with it, smooth it all out, and make sure that all your wrinkles are out of it. Because it takes a few minutes for the glue to get tacky enough to the point where it won't give, but it's enough time. You see how that works on there? And it's nice and smooth. And I didn't put a ton of glue on, so it's not seeping through the fabric. There we go. I like it. And I'm not going to worry about the spine right here, because I've got something else I'm gonna cover, and it's gonna come over the top of this, and then I'll have trim here. I'm not worried about this frayed edge along there right now. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to do the inside. And as it turned out, there is enough. There's enough fabric, just enough to turn over. And I think with the trim that I'm going to put on there, it'll be okay. I'm pretty sure that it should be fine. So I hope I'm just going to check to make sure I'm in frame here. Am I? Yeah, guess so. I need to be up a little bit higher because this book is big. Sorry if I'm mumbling. I don't mean to mumble. Okay. So we're going to cut my corners so that I can turn them under. And I'm going to go ahead and do the top and the bottom first. Boy, that's a really thin piece of fabric I'm working with here, but it's okay. Once I have everything glued down and the trim on there, I think it'll be fine. If not, I will figure out a solution to it once I find a solution to my glue. Okay, come on. I have new bottles. I really should just open up a new bottle, but okay, I'm going to put this as close to the edge as possible, since I know I'm working with a little tiny piece here. It's probably too much glue. And then I'm just going to fold up the fabric and lay it on there. I need a paper towel. Work my way down. I'm pulling it because it's already glued down on the front, so I can pull it and keep it nice and flat. There, that worked pretty good. Not sure what I'm going to do with this over here, but we'll figure that out. Okay, and I'm going to turn it around. Oh no, look what I did. I swear I can be like a walking disaster. Where's my... I had a baby wipe here. It's not wet anymore. I'm going to probably end up having to cover the back cover because I'm making such a mess of it. But that's all right. Whatever I have to do is what I will do. Okay. So I'm on this side. And I'm going to glue this part down. And I wonder how should I do this here? I'll just leave it for now. Now, those of you who are more experienced are probably watching this and saying, no, Mary, you have to cut your fabric a little bit bigger. And those kind of things, knowing like exactly how to do it and how much to cut and when to change your glue bottle, they all come with experience. And I think I said at the beginning of in my very first video that I'm kind of new to this. I haven't been making junk journals for very long. So some of those little tips and tricks you learn as you go along, and hopefully we're all learning them together in these videos, those of us that don't know them already. And it's kind of fun to go through that learning process. I see a lot of posts on Facebook where people say that they're afraid to start, that they have all the supplies and they want to do it, and they've watched a million YouTube videos, but they're afraid to start. Why? Why are you afraid? What are you afraid of? Making a mistake? So what? So you make a mistake, you fix it. There are lots of ways to fix mistakes. And who says it's a mistake anyway? Maybe it's just the way the thing was supposed to be. It's all good. It's okay. And the only way to learn is to actually just do it. So you just jump right in there and do it. My very first journal I made from a granola bar box. And it's cute. It's a cute little journal. I made mistakes in it. I knew it was my first. I knew it wasn't something that I was going to give as a gift. Certainly not going to sell it. I don't sell my journals at this point. Just, they're not good enough. But that's not why I do this. I do it because I enjoy the hobby of it. And I enjoy the process. So jump right in there and just try it. Just start. You know what they used to say in scrapbooking to the people who were afraid to start or say they didn't know where to start. I used to say, don't start with your most valuable pictures. Don't do your wedding album first. Do your pets, or do, not that your pets aren't important. Do a vacation. Do, you know, something that's maybe not quite as intense and serious as your wedding pictures. And then go from there once you have a little bit of experience. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. It's not, it looks like there's a wrinkle there, but it's not. It's smooth. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Now I think I'll go ahead and do the spine part. And the fabric that I picked out for the spine, I'm still undecided. So maybe now that I've got the cover on, I can decide on the spine. I have this, which again I picked up at Hobby Lobby. But you know what? If you see them, this was on sale. It was $2.91. And it might have even been half off of that. I'm not sure. But if you see something you really like, and it's not outrageously expensive, go ahead and grab it, because you may not see it again. Okay, so this, I was thinking of this one. I'll just lay it like this. I really like that one. And the other one that I have is this. It's, you know, a little duller in color, tones it down a bit. Let me find an end that I can hold up here. Tones down the colors a bit. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh dear. All right, so do I want tone down or do I want bright? Bright seems a little cutesy. This seems a little more sophisticated. I think I'm going to go with this. As much as I love this, I think it's too bright. I'm going to tone it down with this. Okay. Good decision. Good decision making. So now I just need a piece the size of the spine. Now this one I have already cut out of this to put some of this in a, what do you call it? A kit that I have on Etsy. Well, that, I didn't cut that though. I don't know where I cut it from. I'm gonna have to open this all up. Okay. That end. Okay. So I just need this, like from here to, let me make sure I cut enough this time. You go around the spine to the back here. And then from here, and make this one long enough, here. And now I'm not going to tear this one because it's such a big piece. I don't want to tear down the whole length of it. I guess I could tear just to my cut spot. And then tear that way. Well, that was almost perfect. Okay. Tear this off. So it's going to go there and around there. Okay, here we go. Spread it with the card again so you don't have lumps and things. I think I might need to have to put a little bit more glue on this one. Come on, glue. Come on. Ugh. This is ridiculous. Time to break out the other bottle, I guess. I keep saying that. How many videos has it been that I've said that? That I need to open up a new bottle of glue. And I just bought some. I mean, I have extras anyway. I always do. But I don't know why I put it off. I just don't want to waste it, I guess. All right, here we go. See if I can make a mess of this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to just set it down. And then smooth it over. Oh, I think that looks pretty, don't you? I like it. I do. I really like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these ends. I guess turn them up and glue it right there. Well, this is going to get cut a little bit because that's too long. So let me cut that off. Okay. And then I'm going to put some more glue on there and glue that back down. And I don't think I glued this far down on the book. I hope I'm in frame and you can see what I'm doing. I'm probably not. I'm so sorry. It's really hard until you do it. Or unless you have like some kind of a setup where you can actually see what your camera looks like as you're doing it. it's really hard to work and make sure that you stay in frame because, look, because you're concentrating on what you're doing. And so it's just hard to concentrate both on what you're doing and staying in frame. It's not as easy as you think. And I'm still getting used to that and learning how to do it. So I know you excuse that part of my videoing because we all learn, we all start somewhere, and again, I'm not out to be YouTube famous. Really not. I don't really care about that. I just enjoy it is all. Okay, now this side also, I think I'm going to cut a little bit off. Not too much because I am going to put some trim there. I want it to be a little bit more even so that the trim doesn't have to work so hard and isn't going to be as far down on the book, if that makes sense. Okay. So now, when I pull this up, that's a little bit neater on both sides. But I am going to trim it a little bit here because I don't need it this long. And now it's only going to go up to here, so that should work. I hope. Turn that up. That's like perfect. Okay, then the other side. This is going to be so pretty. I'm very excited about this. I'm so glad that I've finally gotten to this point. I've had so many other projects that I was working on that I kept putting this aside, but I wanted to get it done because I wanted to, this is for my 2019 book. So I wanted to get it done before I had got too far into the year that I would forget the things that I wanted to put in it. You know, activities that I've done and stuff. And we'll be working on some of those pages on camera. I figured once I had the cover done, then I would be well on my way to working on the inside. The inside I can do, you know, as I go along. I'm not going to do like all the inside pages all at one time. It's not going to be a finished book. It's going to be a work in progress constantly throughout the year. And I'll do the pages as I go along, if that makes any sense. There. Okay. So there's that. Oh my goodness, it's coming out really well. I'm really happy with this. Now, I have two trims that I picked out to go on the front. I have this one, which is a little bit more sheer, but let me see. Will it cover? I don't like how it doesn't really cover those edges. You can't see them unless you really look at it, but I'm not crazy about it. Then I have this one, which is actually more narrow, but it's a little bit thicker. And I think, yep, that's the one right there. I love it. Okay. Oh, this is coming along very, very nicely, don't you think? I'm very excited about it. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do on this cover, and I probably won't do it now. I'll probably wait until it strikes me. You know how you just kind of get an idea. Something comes into your head and you say, yeah, that's it. Well, I'm going to wait for that that's it moment to do any more on the cover, I think, because I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. But I do like this. So far, this is how this is going to be. Now, I might have to go over this with a different glue. Now that I'm putting this on here, I think this is the kind of trim that I have used before, and this glue does not work well with it. But we'll let it dry and see how it is, and if I have to, then I will put it back on with another, with more sturdy fabric glue. See, it's not. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that anyway. All right. That's okay. I have it right here. It's also Aleene's, but it's a clear gel tacky glue, and it seems to work a little bit better on some things. And I only have one bottle of it, so I don't use it for everything. But sometimes I come across a trim or something that doesn't like the other glue. So then I pull that out and use that. And I'm just doing this with the paper towel to kind of dab up the excess glue, and also to push it down so that I know it's all laying flat on there. There. Okay. There's our cover and the back, and I'm going to put some on the back. I don't want to do it until this dries so that this doesn't stick to my table. Then on the inside, I could use this same trim, but I have this, which I really like, but I don't have enough. I only have this little piece of it. So that's going to be used somewhere. I think I'm going to do a pocket, and maybe I'll put it in the pocket. But I don't have enough to go around. But I have this, and oh, that's weird. It has a staple in it. And I think that this, that would look good. Doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to. Maybe I will use this. I'm going to end up using this. And I'm not going to put it on the bottom because I am going to make a pocket, and I think that I will rest the pocket right along that edge right there. that will cover that up. Because if I put the trim on there and then put the pocket on there, first of all, the pocket's going to cover up the trim. And second of all, that's going to make it a little bit more bulky. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it across here and down the side for now. If when I go to work on that, I decide that I want to add it to that, then I will. Yeah. Okay. No, we know this glue does not work on this, but that's okay because this comes out easier. So I don't know, you don't have to sit there and watch me struggle with my glue. And I guess I'm gonna have to pick up another bottle of this just to have it. Dab it down there. Oh, I like it. I like it. I'm really enjoying this book. I think it's going to come out really, really pretty. I can't wait to start on the pages. It gets stuck in there. I'm trying to kind of miter the corners. I don't know if that's going to work for me, but yeah, it's not bad. At least it's not overlapping too much. Oh, I hope I'm in frame. This won't be very good if you can't see anything that I'm doing. I'm just if you can't see me, I'm just gluing the trim on the inside of my book. I'll show you when I'm done. Okay. Fix this a little bit somehow. It just needs some glue on there, I think. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm working in the corner, trying to get these two pieces to lay down flat on each other. Might end up putting a corner on there. I'm not sure. You know, those metal book corners. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I only have a few and they're kind of expensive, so I hate to waste them on my own book. You know what I mean? I'll save them for a book that I'm going to gift somebody maybe. So there is the cover with the trim, the spine. I still have to do the back and my inside cover. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, that's still a little tacky, but I think that it's okay. And we'll do this one, and then we'll be done with the cover. And then the next video, I'll be working on some of the pages. I might do one and not film it, just because, you know, filming is, like I said, it's not always easy. And it's hard, it really is hard to concentrate on both the filming, talking, and doing the work. So I might just do some of it and then show you what I've done, and then do another video working on another page. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it goes, because when I film, I have to have everything picked out and ready. You know, what papers or fabrics I'm using, what trims I'm using, how I'm going to do it, because otherwise I'm fumbling around looking for stuff and trying to make decisions and everything, and that doesn't flow very smoothly on the video. So I like to have everything ready. And sometimes I just like to do my pages and kind of just fly by the seat of my pants and see what comes out. I don't like to get it all ready and prepare it ahead of time. So we'll see what I feel like doing. There. I like it. And I even like the green back cover. I might leave it like that. I might decide at some point to change it, because it does have some dirty spots on it, but it's the back cover, so I'm not really that concerned with it. I will trim these up once all that glue is dry. It's still tacky, but there it is, and I think that it is really pretty, and I can't wait to start working in it. So thank you very much for watching, and you know, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and if you want, visit my Etsy shop, the Paper Turtle Shop. I will link it down below. I'm still working on getting some new stuff up in the shop, but there are some things there right now you could check out, and if you go and you like the shop, then you'll be notified of whenever I do put the new stuff up there. So anyway, here we are. Thanks for watching. Bye.